Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus. Now, I'd like to take a little bit of time to see if I can share a little message with you. I'm out of state now. I'm in Minnesota. I'm in Mississippi. And there's some strange things going on around the world, ladies and gentlemen, everywhere. And it seems that we can't hide from it. But I would like to say to all the people everywhere, if you will listen, please stay in your lane. If you're driving a car, and before you get your license, they're going to teach you to stay in your lane. Because the moment you get out of your lane, and that is the wrong time, there's going to be some danger that's going to take place. And everybody knows this. So this is where everybody got something common. They got safety. If they just stay in their lane, they get out of their lane, anybody, danger can occur, and that might be the end of it. So we all know what it means when you are in your car. You're going to stay in your lane unless you're drunk or acting crazy. And danger might not occur at that particular moment, but it is a practice that they do not allow it to happen. That's why they got highway patrolmen and stuff to stop that, because it does not play. And it should be the same way when you are engaged in other things. If you are a farmer, you should stay in your lane. You shouldn't do nothing but farm, because the whole world needs what you produce. And only those who have been given the power, the knowledge, the gift of love are considered farmers. If you are a carpenter, that's your lane. You can't do nothing else good. Stay in your lane. Your responsibility is to build what carpenters build. You stay in your lane, you won't have any trouble from those who are in their lane with food. For those of you who are educators, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. And you don't have to worry about all of this other stuff. It's not even complicated. It's easier and it's limited. And it's all fun and love. So stay in your lane. Even if you are in the field of medicine, physician, stay in your lane. That means what you're doing, and stay out of other folks' business, and you can do your business real well if you just stay in your lane. You see, this is so essential because everybody got choice, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody have choice. You know, they say the angels in heaven had choice, but some of them got deceived and they exercised that choice. And they had to leave heaven because they weren't qualified to be there. Let me say it again, they were not qualified to be there. We know about Adam and Eve. They were in the garden. They were in the garden. They did not follow or stay in their lanes. They were convinced that there was something else. And by getting out of their lane, they had to really get out of their home, get out of their space, get out of their freedom, get out of their heaven. For humans who are here on earth, we must get in our lane, because we're not definitely in our lane. What is our lane? Our lane is the gift that we've been given to participate in the creative process of all those things that are essential that God has given us to meet our needs, our wants, and our desires. And that, when we discover that, know that, opportunity is open to be who God has made us to be, and the world loves us for. When I say the world, I'm talking about those that benefit from what we do. So, here's something that happens, ladies and gentlemen. I would like for you to remember this. Each choice of the world's powers on earth, they were designed in opposition to God. But I want you to know, when I say that, I want you to know that every evil act on earth against mankind is not caused by the devil. It's caused by mankind. Every evil act of pain and suffering on this earth, outside of hurricanes and earthquakes, that natural stuff, it is caused by man out of their lane. It's evil acts. And all, my friend, all suffering, all pain that comes from human beings, it's not from the devil, it's from people like you and me. And I'm not angry. You know, I'm just telling you what I have been given to tell you. And you can do whatever you want with it. I've learned that heaven and hell is before you. And you have choice. And God is not mad at your choice. God is not mad at your choice. If you make the choice, God is fine with it. You can guarantee whatever people tell you, love. Love, love, love. That's the surest way I can tell you. Now, somebody might say, well, in your lane, you stay in there, you got some benefit. You get out of your lane, you got some suffering. And some people will say, well, you know, the pain and suffering that's brought on to people by other people, what are we supposed to do? The same thing that you would do if a car get in your lane. You tried to avoid it, but if you can't or didn't see it, it would be just as devastating to that one as it is to you. So if somebody come trying to cause you pain and suffering, they should find out real quick that it's going to be just as devastating to them as it's going to be to you. And God ain't going to be mad with you, because you got to have courage to stand up to the devil. And that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with the devil. Some people are sitting here waiting for God. Oh, let me just tell you this, ladies and gentlemen, before I go. I'll say this right quick. The devil, this is how he works. The devil got the governments of the world set up, using all the people to do what they want to do. Then made sure that the natural order of things, where God would have given and had been given to all people about how to act, they go and distort that and put it in a book and tie your hands with love, with a fake love that ties your hand and allows you to be killed and dealt in pain and all kinds of stuff without standing up, thinking that God, and the trick is God is going to do it. Hold up, don't worry about it, God going to come to you. Yes, God does appear occasionally to some, but not to the world. And the ones that he appears to, he chooses them for whatever the reason is. But it's not to make them special, except to go out and be an expression of the living God before everybody else. And don't care what the world say, they're going to talk about you so doggone bad, the crying shame. Why? Because they don't know God. They don't know God. If they knew God, we'd be living in heaven right here. I'm through with that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for giving me this your time. Goodbye.